Hi again. This is our second video in the classwork tab. So if you watched the last video, you saw how I created topics for my class to keep things organized. Now we're going to talk about the different types of assignments you can create. So the first type I'm going to do is I want to add a reading log to my reading log. I want to assign it to all of my students so they all get their own log, and I want to put a due date on it. So I'm going to hit create. I'm going to go to assignment. Okay, and I'm going to title it. So I'm going to say reading log. And this one is going to be for, let's say, March 30th to April 7th, so they don't get confused. I'm going to ask them to please fill in your reading log each night and use your reader's notebook to respond, let's say, to respond to your reading. Okay, so a couple of different things here. Okay, first of all, if I want to add an attachment, I can. If I want to create something, I can. If I want to add, it's going to give me all of these different options. I already created a sample log, so I'm going to go into my drive to get it. Okay, so here it is, my reading log. I'm going to select it by clicking on it, and I'm going to hit add. Okay, now here is very important. So you can see you've already added it, but right now it's just view only for the students. You want every single student to get their own copy so that they can fill it out each night. So I'm going to hit make a copy for each student. Okay, all right. So now I don't need to create anything new because I added something, but if you wanted to create something, you can also create from the assignments any type of Google document. Okay, all right, so the next thing I want to do is hide that. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is I want to go over here to assign. I do have a couple of options. It's for reading workshop, but if I wanted to add it to more than one class, I could just by clicking the checkbox in all of the classes I wanted. I can also differentiate, like I said in an earlier video, and my students would all be listed here, and I could just pick specific ones if I wanted to. I can decide if it has a point value. You can do ungraded, or you can plug in whatever you want in the way of points. Totally up to you. I'm going to create this as ungraded. Okay. Does it have a due date? Well, if it's due till April 7th, I would say it's probably going to be due on April 7th. Okay. And then do I want to put it in one of my topics? Absolutely. It's going into my reading log topic. All right. I'm not adding a rubric right now. I could if I wanted to get fancy, but right now I just want to keep it simple. I'm going to hit assign. Takes a minute, and there it is, right there for the kids under the correct topic. So that's how you add an assignment. And the next video will walk you through the other types of things you can add to your classwork tab.